Hey guys, welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, I want to talk super lightweight summer moisturizers. Whenever you turn on the news, it seems like whole swathes of the world at the moment are experiencing really extreme heat waves. So whilst that's a major health issue, and promise me guys, you'll stay safe out there if that's impacting you, it can also make it really difficult to choose a moisturizer that gives you the hydration you need, but doesn't make you feel like your skin is weighed down and super heavy. Well, in this video, I want to share with you the best summer moisturizers that will give you all that hydration but feel really effortless and lightweight on the skin. Sit back, relax, let's talk the favorite summer moisturizers. Now, before we get into this video, I would love to know kind of what the weather's doing wherever in the world you happen to be. If you're experiencing some ridiculously warm temperatures, let me know by leaving the sun emoji in the comments section below. Here in the UK, it's warm, it's maybe a little bit humid, but it's certainly not ridiculously warm. But I still think it's a great opportunity to talk about some of these products, and let me know too your own experiences with the ones that I mentioned today. Whatever your thoughts on the product selection, if you enjoy this style of content where we talk the best of the best and how to adapt your skincare routine for whatever the world throws at us, let me know by reaching down and giving the video a thumbs up and a like. This really does support me as a content creator, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you might think, hang about Rob, didn't you film a very similar video to this around 2 months ago? And I absolutely did, but you guys roasted that video in the comment section saying, actually, it was really difficult to follow along. Maybe it could have been structured a little bit better so that you guys could take the most value out of it. And I hear that. I'm all about making sure that the content I create is as accessible as possible and also as easy to follow along as possible. So in this video, I'm actually going to break these moisturizers down into 3 categories. We've got oily, acne-prone skin, we've got combination skin, and we've got drier skin types. And I'm going to have 3 recommendations for each. There's lots of content creators online talking about their favorite summer moisturizers, but when I watch any of those videos for inspiration, it just seems to me that they're real high-priced product recommendations. Some of the products are like $90, $100. I'm not all about this. You know, the cost of living is going up and up. So I've tried to make all of these recommendations drugstore, and if not drugstore, relatively affordable for what you're getting in terms of the formulations. I've linked them all in the description box below if you want to check them out and the price point wherever you are. But let's delve in by starting off with my skin type, which is oily or acne prone. Now, if you've got super oily skin, you might not always need a moisturizer, particularly in the warmer summer months. A lot of sunscreens at the moment, like the one I use, which is the Mad About Skin Protect and Hydrate sunscreen, are hydrating enough that they can act as a sunscreen and a moisturizer in one. This is a great way of streamlining your skincare routine, minimizing the total number of steps, and of course, the amount of spend you have to undertake. If you get a really hydrating sunscreen, it can act as both. But I still think there are places for moisturizers in summer for oily skinned folk, and I think the best way to do it is treat it as a moisturizer and a treatment all in one. Reach for a product that has multiple actives in there, so really you can streamline your routine and minimize the total number of steps. So my 3 favorites, starting off with the cheapest, is this. This is the Face Facts Ceramide Skin Barrier Moisturizing Gel Cream. This is gorgeous and lightweight. You barely know that you're wearing it, but it gives a really nice level of hydration. Because it's packed full of ceramides, it definitely packs a punch beyond what you'd expect from something so lightweight. So you see, it goes on as like a gel cream, which is in the name, but you can work this into the skin and you get some great calming and soothing ingredients. That ceramide action for supporting the barrier function of the skin and a real nice dose of hydration. It disappears, it doesn't leave film on the skin, and it definitely doesn't translate as greasy or oily. It's just a really nice way of finishing your skincare routine. I can use this morning and evening and whatever the weather's doing. I definitely feel like my skin can breathe through it. It's not like wearing a mask. So this is an absolute must, and I paid £1.89 for this. I bought this in Savers, which is a ridiculously affordable store here in the UK, but you can also buy it online. Just a really nice product. And if you're in the market for shopping a little Face Facts, they also do a larger version for the body, which is also absolutely amazing. It's simple, but it's effective, and it's a great option for oily skin in summer. For treatment and moisturizer options, one of my favorites is this. This is the Face Theory Super Gel Moisturizer Pro. So they actually do 2 versions, the original and the Pro. The Pro is slightly more expensive than the original, but they've reformulated and I think it just works that little bit better. Of course, read the ingredients of both and work out which one you actually need. But for me, the increase in salicylic acid in this version, the Pro, means that I don't need to use a separate salicylic acid serum. So this is like a 2-in-1, and I can definitely save some money by eliminating that standalone step. Beyond just having that salicylic acid in here, you've also got some great microbiome supporting ingredients, which is great, particularly if you've got active breakouts. It just helps to balance everything out. Niacinamide, which will fade hyperpigmentation, discoloration, and support the barrier function of the skin. And this is so ridiculously lightweight, like unbelievably lightweight. You can keep it in the fridge too for some extra cooling, and I just absolutely love it. So you see how this goes on like a gel. Work it in, and it's like instant relief for those really warm mornings. Straight out the fridge onto the skin. It's just cooling, and you know that you're getting a lot of actives in here which are going to treat any persistent breakouts that you're experiencing, as well as hydrating. So definitely multi-active formulation that is an absolute dream for oily, acne-prone skin in summer. Finally, for oily skin, I want to talk about this. If you've watched the channel in the past, you know that I'm a big fan and advocate for the PSA Skin Silver Lining Moisturizer. Now, this isn't the cheapest product. I said I would keep it drugstore where I can, and whilst this I'd say is a little bit more expensive than drugstore, you get an awful lot in here, which is why I think you can absolutely justify that slightly higher price point when you look at the formulation. So for me, this is a really great option if you've got an active breakout. So if you've just got super oily skin but you're not experiencing a breakout, then I would reach for the Face Facts or that Face Theory moisturizer, both game changers. But if you've got an active breakout, this is really good. That silver in here is going to minimize acne causing bacteria on the skin, which is a wonderful way of just, getting on top of any breakouts you're experiencing. It's also got some great exfoliators in here too, which over time will very gently help minimize the risk of scarring and hyperpigmentation, give you more even skin tone. If you were to use this, particularly in the warm summer months on a morning, I personally would just wash the skin with a really good cleanser. Use this almost like your serums and your moisturizers in one, then apply your sunscreen afterwards. That way, you're getting a fully comprehensive skincare routine, but minimizing the number of products. The more products you apply to the skin, the thicker it's going to feel and the more weighed down your skin is going to become. So if you can streamline things down with something like this, I think it can be a summer savior. I love this, and whilst I don't use it all the time, when I go through one of my adult acne breakouts, this is the first thing I reach for, and it just gets on top of everything really quickly. Not the cheapest, like I said, but I have found a discount code for it, which I've linked in the description box below. And if you think that this is all of your serums and moisturizers in one, it's actually really cost effective when it comes to your skincare routine. Now, when it comes to combination skin, I think this can often be the most difficult skin type to kind of manage in the summer heat. Often people will feel sorry for us oily skin folk, thinking, oh, it must be really difficult in the summer if you've got oily skin. But actually, I think combination can be a little bit more tricky because you end up with drier patches, needing more hydration, areas that are pretty oily and can be difficult to mattify and control, and it can become really difficult to match your moisturizer to that. Don't worry, because actually I've got some really great options, and these 3 products that I've chosen allow you to layer them on top of themselves. So one of the best ways I find of managing combination skin in summer is to put a thin layer of your moisturizer that you've chosen all over the skin. Then go on with another layer, say like a minute afterwards, on the areas where you need some additional hydration. That way, it's going to help balance everything out, but you've gone for a lightweight moisturizer, so it's not going to translate as greasy or heavy on the areas where you do have a little excess oil. So when I created my own moisturizer, which is this, the Mad About Skin Maximum Impact Moisturizer, I did so with combination skin in mind. Great for drier skin types, works really well on oily skin types and won't break you out. But if you're in the middle of all of that, this could be a real holy grail. It layers so well on top of itself, so put a really thin layer across the full face, wait a minute, then just top up on the areas where you need it. Throw it in your bag, and throughout the day you can use it as hand cream. I use it all over the body. It's just one of those products that genuinely disappears but leaves behind a lot of hydration. So you don't need to worry about feeling heavy or greasy throughout the day. It disappears like that, but just really gets to work. You've got some urea in here, which is going to soften the skin and act as a great humectant, alongside some antioxidants and calming and soothing botanicals. In summer, you often expose the skin to more sun, and this can actually have an inflammatory response on the skin. So anything you can use to calm and soothe as part of your moisturizer is going to be beneficial. And I kept this super drugstore and affordable so that you can use it no matter what your budget happens to be. Because I think in summer, our skin needs a little extra hydration, maybe a little extra TLC. I wanted to do just a cheeky little offer for you guys. So this is now 3 for the price of 2. So if you did want to buy this, put 3 of them in your cart at checkout, which is linked in the description box below. And when you come to that checkout page, one of them will be completely free. You don't need a discount code. You don't need any of that faff. Just put 3 in your cart. And when you come to checkout, one of them will be completely free. Of course, if you buy 6, 2 will be free, and then it goes up from there. But yeah, I use it on the face, the neck, the body, all over. And it's a great option for layering on top of itself if you just want to balance everything out. Some other moisturisers that work as well in terms of delivering that balancing are these. This is the ordinary natural moisturising factors with beta-glucan. This is their gel version, and they do a ceramide one, which is more of a cream, but this gel is great. It's a thicker gel than, say, the Face Theory that I mentioned for oily skin, but still works really well. Water-based, so you can keep it in the fridge, and you can put multiple layers on top of itself to really help combat any combination skin that you might be going through. And it's really nice. I don't think this is enough for the body, the way that the Mad About Skin one is, but on the face, it worked really, really well. And then finally, let's just give a shout out to this, the Boots Collagen Youth Activating Night Cream. Now, it's called night cream, but I use it morning and evening. This is a really nice lightweight option, packed full of collagen as the humectant in here, which is going to plump out, juice up the skin. It just feels so, so good. I actually love this so much. I did a standalone video, which I'll find and I'll link up there. Check that out if you want to know more. But this is a really, really nice option if you want a little fragrance in your moisturizer. The other 2 are fragrance free in this category. This one has a little fragrance, but honestly, I think it smells divine and is a great little summer pick-me-up on the morning or calm and soothe you in the evening. Really, really great product. And I paid £10 for this, so definitely, definitely affordable. So last but absolutely not least, what if you have a dry skin type? Well, you might still want to achieve maximum hydration, but a lightweight finish. Whilst that can be quite tricky to balance, I think I found 3 products that genuinely deliver that. Let's kick things off with this, the Fresh Elements Yes You Dew Overnight Mask. Called an overnight mask, it's actually just a heavy duty moisturiser you can use in the morning, evening, whenever you want. I love this. You can buy it online, but it's actually part of the Marks and Spencer's skincare range. So if you can get to a Marks and Spencer's store, you can pick this up in store too. Cruelty free, as are all the recommendations made today. And this one's made in the UK. So if you're shopping from the UK and you want to keep it super local, this is a really, really great option. So I adore this product because you can really use as little or as much as you want. If you have a very, very extreme dryness, you can use a lot more of this. If you just have persistent dry skin and you want something heavy duty, but again lightweight, just a small amount will work. But you can see how this applies. Way thicker than the other product, but actually, once you work it in, it kind of takes on a real lightweight and airy feel to it. Definitely packing a punch with the hydration, but not heavy, won't weigh you down. Now this does have some fragrance in, but I love that. It smells really nice, almost beachy, which I think is a nice pick-me-up in summer. But there are some fragrance-free options that I'm going to come on to if that's your preference. I think this is great. I think this could be a holy grail for dry skin types out there. But don't pay too much attention to the overnight mask wording. This is a moisturiser that can work in the morning, in the evening, wherever and whenever you need it. And it's got some great ingredients, you know, some beautiful humectants and some calming and soothing ones too. Love, love, love this. For fragrance-free options, this is the Dr. Sam Bunting Flawless Moisturiser. Now, a lot of you might know Dr. Sam. She's a content creator here on YouTube, and her skincare line I've really had great results with. This is probably the thickest of all the moisturisers. It's pretty heavy duty. I actually don't use this in summer on my skin type because it's too much. I'll use it in the cooler winter months. But in summer, if you're struggling to get on top of your dryness, this could work really well. You can put layer after layer on top of it if that's your preference. And it comes in a pump. So again, if this is your style of packaging that you prefer, the pump is really nice for just dispensing the right amount of product. But it'll depend, like I say, on the level of dryness you have in your skin. A fragrance-free option that's packed full of shea butter and other really rich hydrating ingredients, some emollients to soften things down, and yeah, definitely packs a punch. I would say exclusively for the super dry skinned out there, but if that's you, this could really be your summer saviour. And then finally, if you want a little Korean skincare action, this is the Chocobo Multi-Ceramide Cream. Now, I mentioned earlier about the Face Facts Ceramide Gel. This is kind of like the cream, more heavy-duty version of it. I love this. First of all, the packaging. If you're someone that loves really high quality packaging, glass jar, it looks gorgeous. And if you can see the thickness of that, it stands up. It's so thick, it actually stands up on its own right. So this is thick when I talk about moisturizer, and it's got multiple different ceramides in here to really, help lock in that moisture. It's help, prevent dehydration and support the barrier function of the skin. A really nice Korean skincare brand that's not super expensive. And yeah, I think this is a really, really nice option. If you like your jar packaging, you like some ceramide action, and you want something that packs a punch, this is my recommendation, which, like I say, with all of the products, is cruelty-free and linked in the description box below. So, what is your skin type? What is your go-to moisturizer in summer? And have any of these products piqued your interest and your fancy? Let me know by sounding off in the comment section below. If you are in one of those countries or regions of the world experiencing some extreme heat at the moment, just promise me you'll stay safe. Whilst a moisturizer is going to be a key way of adapting to the heat, make sure that you're following all the advice, and yeah, just stay safe out there, guys. I'm sending you so much love, and yeah, wherever you are in the world, take care.